Jaxson Dart, starting quarterback for the Giants. You have a new head coach, right? Long track record, excellent resume. What's your excitement level with John Harbaugh being the new Giants coach?
Yeah, first of all, just I'm really thrilled. I got to have the chance to interact with him a few times before it all got finalized, and he was just a coach who I feel like I just bought into the things that he was saying immediately, and just the way that he carries himself and can conduct himself in front of a room, and his track record is incredible. So immediately the winning culture, the intensity, and then just like the enthusiasm and love about football, that's what he carries and brings to the team. So just can't wait to get started and get rolling with him.
What's been the buzz around the players, right? I mean, you talked to a lot of the other guys. What's been the buzz before, during, after? Like, what's been the chatter between you guys?
Yeah, we were put in an interesting situation, pretty early in the year, and there was just a lot of things up in the air of like, what's going to happen, and there was conversations, kind of towards the end of the year, and even obviously once the season got over, what's going to happen, how everything's going to shake out, for the team and from a coaching standpoint. So I think that when Coach Harbaugh's name kind of came up. That was the one that we were all like really, really excited about and wanted to have. So, I think from just our standpoint, like the guys just can't wait to play for him and have the chance to get coached by him.
When did you think that was realistic? Like, what was your reaction when you heard that he was fired from the Ravens? And did you think, oh, wow, this could be a guy that they'll be right at, top of our list or of interest to us at least?
Yeah, I think I was definitely surprised, when his name came on the list just because of, all that he did in Baltimore and the successes that they had and how close they were in so many years to, winning it and having the teams to win it. So, I think I was definitely surprised initially that, that became a possibility. But when it got to that point, I was just, really hoping that it was going to work out the way that it did.
Take us through your role in the process, right? Because he said he spoke to you multiple times. He comes in for the interview. I think you sat down with him and talked for a while at that point. What was your role in it, and what was your impression of the interaction between the two of you?
Yeah, well, I definitely think that, the head coach and quarterback relationship is probably one of the most important when it comes to a team and when it comes to an organization. So, we talked several times on the phone at lengths of just our vision of how we see these upcoming years, about the team, about like a culture standpoint. She talked a lot about football and was also able to relate with each other, personally. So he's a great man. He's a man of faith. There's a lot of things that I can, look up to is just how he carries himself. So from a personal standpoint, he was somebody that I really respected, and obviously just from a football standpoint, the ability to create teams year in and year out who have a chance to compete at the highest level, regardless of maybe the talent that they had one year versus the next. He's always put his team in really good situations to win. So that's a coach that I really want to play for, and as a man as well.
Offensive coordinator. Have they asked for your input? Have you given your input on that? Where do you stand on that? And like, what are you looking for in a new offense?
Yeah, there's been really good communication between all of us. Obviously, I'm not the one who's doing the hiring, so you know, point but there's also been a lot of communication, so that's part of. But I have all the trust in the world in Coach Harbaugh. The people up, the guys that we have upstairs, in Joe to help formulate the best staff and put our team in the best situation for success. And I just think from a quarterback standpoint, you want to have an open dialogue between your coordinator and to have those conversations of, what are your favorite things, what are their favorite things, that's really special as an offense. So I know that they're going to hire and make the right decisions when it comes to all that, and we're going to be put in really good situations to succeed.
Does the fact that they had success with Lamar Jackson in Baltimore, right? They helped in his development. how much, what does that mean to you? And have they expressed that to you? Like, hey, you know, we want to kind of bring you along in the same way we did with him.
Yeah, I don't think our conversations haven't really got into too many comparisons. I mean, I think that their track record is that they've had success with many different quarterbacks of different skill sets. So I think that just attests to them as a coaching staff and their development that, they treat every player independently of its own. And they obviously have this experience of developing people and putting, guys at a really high level when it comes to, their development. So, I couldn't be happier to be a part of that.
Have you communicated with Lamar or anyone like that reached out to you about what Coach Harbaugh is going to be about for you?
Um, I talked a little bit to Odell, just because he had experience playing for
That's right.
Coach Harbaugh, and Odell loved him. So that's kind of really been the only player that I've communicated to from that standpoint. But you can really go on all the podcasts and just listen to a lot of different things and hear what people have to say. So I'm excited.
What does it say about your sales ability, your sales pitch, the fact that you were able to help land them?
Well, I hope that the biggest thing that sold was just the team that we have here, the guys that we have here, the people from an ownership standpoint, and the vision. So I hope that was the biggest selling point. But I like to think that I'm a good recruiter as well. I think I did a good job of it in college from the transfer portal and whatnot. So I want to do my part of it for sure.
And then finally, the offensive rookie of the year. You're up for that award this year. Came out today. What does that mean to you?
I'm really pumped. I'm pumped to be in the class of those guys and to be a part of it and hope for the best.
I lied to you. We got to ask you one more.
Yeah,
What are your expectations? You have a new coach now, John Harbaugh, and New York Giants. What do you expect from that?
winning, a whole lot of winning. That's it.
Awesome, man. Good luck, man.